Hi guys, I'm Shannon Nadj, founder of Hot Pilates in West Hollywood. I'm so excited to be back on Poosh. Today we're working on micro moves for a better butt. Pilates is the best thing for micro moves. It's all about that precision and that form and finding that interior Pilates wrap, right? It's all about that form in the hips. So if you can imagine internally rotating your hips out, right? So heels together, toes apart for most of the moves. So you get that Pilates wrap and that Pilates lift and that Pilates seat. If you have a squishy ball, go for it. If you don't, it's all good. You can do all these moves without any equipment. And let's get right into it. So squeeze that ball between your knee if you have one, okay? Find that Pilates wrap, that V. Squeeze that ball and start pulsing it back. I'm gonna show you how it looks. Squeeze and pulse it, small micro moves. It's super tiny, you don't need much for this, but I want you to work on opening those hips and wrapping that seat and find your balance. And your abs are always lifting in and up. Hold that lift, squeeze it in, micro squeezes. Think of the muscle working right below your booty. Opening the hips up so you're not working your hips or quads, you're working that back side. And let's switch to the other side. So first, internally rotate that hip open. Find that little ball if you have one, give it a squeeze. Keep that knee pointing out, hinge slightly, and squeeze and lower. Let's go for 10 and 9. Try to keep your hips square and squeeze that ball. Tiny pulses right here, 10. Squeeze and keep that knee open. Find that Pilates wrap. Keep pressing those hips out, knees out for 2 and 1, and take it down to the floor. From here, you're gonna round your spine down. Hold that ball overhead if you have one. Bring your right knee in, kick it up to the sky. Press into the bottom heel. Small micro squeezes pressing up. So it's the working leg that's on the floor that's lifting you. It's super tiny. And then internally rotate this leg open. So you have that Pilates wrap for 2. Hold for 1. You're going to reach it long, squeeze the seat, but you're wrapping that seat. Heels together or toes apart, so you're working that backside and not your quads. And last one up, bring it down, switch, keep your hips up. Draw the left knee in, kick it up to the sky, internally rotate that hip open and small pulses, squeeze, wrap that seat. This leg right here is a working side. Try to keep your hips lifted and even on both sides. 2 and 1, and rotate the hip open to reach down, squeeze it up. Your core is engaged always. Squeezing this side, this is the working side. 2 and 1. Bring your foot down, roll your back down. From here, flip it over onto your tummy. You can let the ball go, hold the ball. I want your abs pulled in and up. Your legs are wide. Rotate those hips open again for me. Bend your knees, wrap that seat, pull your abs in to protect your lower back, and you're gonna squeeze up, micro squeezes right there. Squeeze it up. Beautiful, keep those hips up. Off the floor if you can, those thighs, hips are square, tummy protecting your lower back at all times here. Squeeze up top, hold it, micro squeeze right here. Target that muscle right below your booty to get that lift. And 3, and 2, beautiful, and 1, bring it down. Sit back on your heels to stretch your lower back out. Long spine, beautiful. From here, come into all fours. Take that ball at the back of your knee. Shoulders stacked, tummies in, back is flat. Squeeze that ball up top. Hold that lift, knee and hip in line, and squeeze in. Micro squeezes here. Tiny little pulses. You don't need much for this one, but you're focusing on that lower booty cheek right there for 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it up. Micro squeezes, lift. Beautiful. Relax your foot, relax your face. Work that little muscle right below your booty. And 2, and 1, and switch. Other leg. I already feel this burn right here. Roll those shoulders. Give that ball a squeeze and lift. Squeeze it in. Tiny pulses. Try to relax your hips and quads. Pull in the lower belly. Little pulses, squeeze and lift. Right, without arching your back, work on your form here. Squeeze and lift for 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down. Beautiful. Come into your side. Last move here. So find that internal rotation in the hips. Knees and hips open up. You're gonna bring your knee in and you're gonna open, find that wrap. Let's go for 10. It's so tiny right here. You're wrapping that seat. Abs are engaged always. Your hips stay square. Work on your form. Rotate in, rotate out. Last one in. Bend the knee. Place the foot up in the air and small pulses back and up. Tiny micro moves right here. You don't need much. Now you're internally rotating those hips in. And 2, and 1, and bring it down. Give it a little booty pat. And other side. Right, so you're here. Line it up. Rotate that hip open, and then draw it in. You're gonna go in and out. Let's go for 10. Beautiful, you got this. Hips stay square, your belly is tight, and rotate internally, and hold the last one, rotate in. Squeeze your booty back there. Small pulses, go back. Squeeze the seat back there for 5. It's tiny, but work on that wrap in that seat, and disengage the quads. 2, and 1, and bring it in, give it a little pat. And those are my micro moves for a better butt. Thanks for joining.